This is a dream come true. This is a group of multiple stakeholders that have been working for really over a dozen years to make this park happen, and for it to finally come together and for us to have the largest skate park in the entire United States right here in Des Moines, Iowa is just incredible.
My hair wasn't white when I started this 17 years ago. I became involved in 2004. My son was a skateboarder. He was 14 at the time. He started skateboarding at age 9. And at 14, he and his friends wanted to go to California to visit skate parks because there was nothing in Des Moines. And so we took a van trip to California and we visited 15 parks. We came back and the kids were saying, well, why can't we have that in Des Moines? And I said, well, we can.
I love this project too because it is grassroots at its finest. You've got skateboarders who had this in their mind, moms of skateboarders who were like, our kids need and deserve a safe, meaningful place to skate, community organizers, funders, community leaders and stakeholders, all joining hands to make this project happen in just a way that far exceeds all of our expectations when we were initially talking about it, from the beginning. This project to me exemplifies Greater Des Moines and our WOW spirit. The Community Foundation has been so proud to be there literally from the beginning, as this was just an idea, a concept for our community.
It wouldn't have happened without the Community Foundation. I mean, you can imagine in 17 years, there were a lot of ups and downs and a lot of stops and starts. I mean, we went through some different fundraisers, we went through different land choices, but the foundation made a couple of real early investments that helped keep the momentum going.
Working directly with the Community Foundation, working with the staff at the Community Foundation, them helping set up, meetings to talk about the park just in general, and them being true champions of the park was really, spectacular, and the park itself would still be just a dream without them.
This is such an exciting culmination of so many years of planning and effort and fundraising, and I think it has exceeded everybody's expectations from the very beginning to now when we're seeing it come to fruition. I think you're going to see things like the Do Tour, right? So nationally acclaimed, nationally recognized events. And then you're going to see 5-year-olds, 7-year-olds, 15-year-olds learning how to skateboard. And that's what I love about it.
It's good for Des Moines as a whole, not just skateboarding. It brings people here just like I drove kids across the country more than once. I can imagine kids in California now saying, I want to go to Des Moines this summer.
For the Do Tour, one of the things that some of the pro skaters were saying, and a couple of them did say this, was, expect the next generation of Olympic champions to come out of Des Moines, Iowa. And that's a big statement, but what I do think is going to happen is the culture of skating is going to really take off, similar to the way the culture of biking took off when we built our trails. A lot of people were kind of skeptical about the trails at first, then we built them, and now we've got this amazing bike culture. I think you're going to see the same thing with skating, and the fact that we have done this as a community and we've now provided the park itself, I think it's one of those things where if you build it, they will come.